a video after he got absolutely bodied for his response, where he was like, I'm gonna sue you, this is bullshit, you're defaming me. Oh, you played an audio that was recorded without my manager's consent, you're a criminal and you're going to jail, like crazy shit. And so he made a video being like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna give $1.3 million and thank you. And then he starts thinking, thank you, CoffeeZilla. Thank you.
Thank you for humbling me.
Thank you, bro. So anyway, here's Coffee's response, which is really good. CoffeeZilla, everybody. 1.2 million views in 6 hours. Okay, King.
Jesus.
Dude, Logan has taken a beating lately.
Finally over. Logan Paul apologized.
CoffeeZilla, you're slimiest. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, more like an internet criminal.
Oops, wrong video. That was the first response. He actually apologized in another response.
It's like a little gnat. It's like a little annoying gnat. It bothers me. The defamation lawsuit, that is happening because this is wrong. This is wrong.
Hold on, wait a second. That's not it either. Turns out it's actually on his secondary channel. That's why I couldn't find it. It's entitled, Thank You, CoffeeZilla. It's the third response from Logan.
You gotta love that, dude. This guy, you're such a slime ball, dude. Who's gonna believe that? He goes, he went on a whole like fuck CoffeeZilla tour, and then he's like, no, thank you. You know what? Thank you, bro.
He had a severe lapse in his judgment.
Thank you.
And now I just appreciate you so much, buddy.
Thank you.
We are CoffeeZilla. We are good. Anyway.
Paul, and it's a pretty big change in Logan's attitude so far. So let's see what he has to say to us.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought Logan was going to hire me. But in all seriousness, this video...
Now that deserves the rip.
Yeah.
That's a good one right there, boy.
Does have some major admissions in it I want to go through. For one, Logan apologizes to me.
I called him. I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire and ego.
Not only that, Logan also pledges a
He doesn't show, but in Logan's video, he goes, listen, I'm a fighter at heart.
Yeah.
I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're a fighter at heart? So he's trying to turn into like, look, it's just admirable of me to want to fight everything. Yep. I'm just a cool dude.
$1.3 million refund plan for people who bought his NFTs.
I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million.
In addition to that, he also promises to finish CryptoZoo, which was left abandoned.
And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper.
Now, I'll be honest, this is a big change in tone, and honestly, a lot of this is good news. It's great that victims are going to get something back. Logan seems to acknowledge his continuous lapse in judgment. He's not suing me, which is also cool. And frankly, this new response is just way better than his last two. I think we can all acknowledge that, while also acknowledging that it's not really a perfect response either. There are still major problems here. Like, for example, many of the victims just have been ignored in this response. A lot of accusations.
I really want to know what Brantley thinks about this. I'm still thinking about how smart and cool she is.
Yeah.
I wonder if she would be interested in moving to LA and joining our crew.
After they break up, probably.
That'd be awesome. Brantley, if you need an escape, you message us, you email us. We need some slick perspectives.
Unrelated, important update. Lena is at Dobrik's right now.
Oh my God, it's happening! Oh, it's happening! Oh my God! So she's getting a full pie, so we can all try it.
I don't know. Sam was telling us something about how many you could buy.
Wait, I thought they lifted the limit.
Oh, did they? I don't know.
Yeah.
Pizza limit, dude.
Last time I heard somebody was there, they said it was kind of deserted.
I'm not sure. I'm texting it right now.
Yeah. Should we just get, what's the best way to test it? Just cheese slices? Or should we get like shit on it?
Probably cheese.
But you gotta get the honey thing.
Cheese.
The honey pepperoni.
I'm not interested in that.
Wait, it's fine.
But don't you think if you wanna rate it, it's got to be cheese?
Yeah,
Everyone
you need
agrees?
like a control. You know?
What does
control
Fuzi
group.
do?
Control group.
What is Fuzi? What is Fuzi? Oh, there you go.
Cheese Fusi wants. Although Fusi would probably be in favor of the maple syrup on it.
Right.
Let's get a cheese, a large cheese, or extra large cheese, whatever is their largest size, so everyone can participate.
Have gone unanswered, and worse, Logan still seems to be playing the victim a lot. So in this video, I'm going to do my best to give Logan credit where credit is absolutely due, while also sharing moments where I think this apology fell flat. And let me start with a positive. For example, I think if you are an outsider who is not affected by this scam and you wanted a reason to love Logan Paul again, I think this nails it. I mean, he's giving back some of the money, he's apologizing. So if you're a card-carrying member of the Low Gang, you can rest easy here. Logan says he's sorry, he says he's making things right, and I think that's the point of this video, is to speak to his core audience, to tell them he didn't scam anyone, and for what it's worth, I think Logan succeeds here. The problem is, I don't think I or the CryptoZoo holders were who Logan was really addressing here. And this is where the response falls more flat, because he doesn't adequately address the real victims of CryptoZoo, which I think they're rightfully angry about. And I mean,
in his original video, he's like, by the way, and this dude who lost 150,000, what kind of idiot lets his kid buy Zoo? It's like, what? Yeah, he was trying to assassinate the character of some of the people that lost their ass. He goes, this guy did a rug pull before.
He believed me. What a fucking
He still
idiot.
stole his money, fuckface.
I want to spend some time talking about that because, again, they've been the heartbeat of this whole story, and they feel very differently about this response than Logan's core audience does. They don't feel like it's enough, and I want to talk about why. Starting with the $1.3 million repayment plan, because obviously this is the strongest part of Logan's entire response, actually opening up his wallet, and I don't want to minimize that in this video. I just do want to put it in context, because $1.3 million is a lot of money. Unfortunately, the scam was much bigger than $1.3 million. So the fact is, most victims are not going to be made whole by this plan. Just in Zoo coins alone, blockchain evidence shows $7.7 million was stolen by...
Dude, these two fucking goons, man, that he hired to do this whole thing.
$1.3 million.
Yeah, I heard he's donating $1 million to the Habitat for Humanity.
Right.
By Logan's team, depending on who you believe. And this refund does nothing for those victims. It doesn't even apply to the holder of Zoo coins at all. You get nothing if you bought this in-game currency. This refund only applies to current egg holders. So they can cash out that NFT for the initial mint price in crypto, which matters sort of because crypto has crashed a lot. So even though people spent $2.5 million on these eggs, in order to refund all these holders at mint price, it now only costs $1.3 million in today's money, which again is nice, but doesn't do enough because the Zoo coins were most of this scam. I mean, that's where most of the money was spent. It wasn't just on the NFTs. It was on this in-game currency, which Logan seems to have no intention of refunding. And his response for why is pretty bad. He responds to somebody who lost $80,000 who told him, I hope this isn't just doing what you have to do technically to not get sued. Logan replies with a screenshot of his white paper, and later...
Yeah, so Logan apparently is in his Discord arguing with people. And this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part because Logan really shows he breaks the facade, because obviously he fucking hates CoffeeZilla, and you know what I mean?
Sure.
His original video is how he feels.
Yeah.
And he starts arguing with people in Discord who he scammed, or someone on
Someone scammed.
Yeah.
Later explains to another member of the Discord, I believe there has been a misconception here. As outlined in the white paper, Zoo was created to support CryptoZoo and was not intended to be an investment vehicle. When you sold or bought is not my decision. And look,
dude, acting like it's the stock market. Like, hey, bad time to sell. Not my fault. Nah, dude.
To be fair to him, there was a misconception that Zoo was an investment vehicle, but it's a misconception that he created. I mean, he's the one who said CryptoZoo was a fun game that earned you money, and how it earned you that money was that your NFTs earned you Zoo tokens. You know, things that were supposed to have value. That was the whole point of the game. So to suggest that these coins weren't advertised as valuable or an investment vehicle is insane, especially since Logan's own team had rules for selling based strictly on the value of said investment vehicle. Quote, rules for selling, no selling until a $200 million market cap. So I think it's fair to say if Logan's own...
Yeah, this is the part that he never acknowledges, which is that he keeps saying he wasn't scamming, but he had an arrangement with these 3 guys behind the scenes to buy the tokens before they went public so that they could sell them at a super high price. That's insider trading, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal. So he literally just got scammed before he could scam.
Team were buying zoo coins early, waiting for them to go up in value to a certain level and then selling them. That sounds like an investment vehicle, albeit a very stupid one. So this explanation definitely doesn't hold water, and Logan obviously just doesn't want to be on the hook for zoo coins. Instead, he just kind of wants to refund the much smaller part of the NFTs. What makes this even worse is that this refund doesn't even apply to everyone who bought these NFTs.
You know what? I just want to watch the part.
Logan Paul,
this part. This is my favorite.
Which is a large percentage of the actual victims, and this is pretty bad. This was brought to Logan's attention by one of the people in the Discord. Joao says, quote, Logan Paul, what will happen to the people who sold everything at a loss when the project appeared to be, quote, abandoned? Will everyone who minted be able to get that refund, or just the current owners? Now, in reply to this, someone in the Discord said, if you sell, you lose common investing knowledge.
Dude, I love that they're calling this investing. When you sell, you lose. There's no... It's all gone. The money is gone. Like, if you hold, you're an idiot. This is, by the way, Logan Paul's alt. King Vincent.
And Logan replies, seeming to agree with this idea, which is just kind of a terrible perspective for Logan to have when he seems to be saying that he wants to refund these people, and he's the reason a lot of these people left. And this is where Logan's new apology starts to ring more hollow. It's in all of the follow-ups after the response video, because I don't know if he can help himself from betraying how he really feels about this, because in another Discord exchange, Logan says, please do not put any more money into CryptoZoo, which, by the way, is quite reasonable to say. But then somebody follows up and says, guys, can someone explain what he said with not investing? But rather than replying, oh, guys, I just meant like I don't want anyone else losing money, or, you know, I don't want anyone else recklessly gambling, Logan replies instead, quote, I will no longer be the scapegoat for anyone's financial decisions.
Again, it's so good, right? It's crazy. He's on Discord, and so he sees himself as the scapegoat. Once again,
it's time to get PR, dude. Like,
he has PR. He just can't help himself.
Oh, no,
There's no way after the dead body fiasco that he isn't hooked up with like crisis managers, PR. He's got it all. He's with the WWE now, whatever. FE? What are we calling it now?
So I'm kind of at a...
Is there an F and the E? Are they
right
separate
now.
or the same?
Well, it was WWF.
It hasn't been WWF in a long
WWE
time.
now. Yeah.
So wait, what's the E stand for?
Entertainment, yeah.
World Wrestling. Why'd they drop the F?
Because they got sued by World Wildlife Foundation.
What?
Yeah.
Those people are...
Hey, they're
people need
saving
to
the
get
pan.
body slammed.
Hey, they need to get choke slammed.
Dude.
Off the cage at Hell in the Cell.
You taking WWF from us? You fucking wildlife freaks.
Chess said his PR is all criminals too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here, I think I have a picture of his PR guy. Oh, yeah, I have a picture of his guy who does crisis management. Hold on, let me pull it up. Here, let me pull this up.
It's crazy. 2023, we're still talking about Logan doing this kind of stuff. Wow.
Here, I got a picture of his PR guy. Here he is. It's so stupid. Sorry. There was definitely a funnier joke in there, but...
I thought you were pulling up PMP.
No, come
Let's
on.
go.
If
That's what he needs.
If PvP is involved, none of this would have ever happened.
True.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Which is a wild response for someone who's claiming to refund people, because it implies that he thinks he's the victim here. And this is just insane to say as the face of this project, which got everyone involved, because I think it betrays how he feels about this situation. He doesn't seem to see anything wrong with advertising a game that will make you money, it never delivering, millions of dollars being stolen by criminals he hired. And then when all of those people want their money back, he feels like he's the scapegoat. Like, oh, these guys shouldn't have believed me when I advertised to them a fun game that will make you money. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, Logan had a simple job to do. All he had to do was just come out, apologize, get as much money back for the victims as possible. But he himself can't help but play the victim here. In fact, I have a third example of how Logan might really feel, because Logan tweeted right before this response. He says, quote, "The Matrix is real. Pray you never become its target."
And by the way, one of the greatest tweets in Twitter history.
Unbelievable.
This man is being like canceled as hard as Suicide Forest, and he's dropping Matrix tweets.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I guess that's what.
I'm a motherfucking bluebird.
I guess that's what it happens to your brain. He was, you know what's funny? He was trying to get allies in like Andrew Tate, and then Andrew Tate's like, nah, fuck you. I hate you too.
Mucho broken though.
Now, I guess he's trying to channel Andrew Tate here unsuccessfully, basically saying like, I'm getting attacked, not because I did anything wrong or scammed anyone. I'm just too much of a truth teller. I'm just an enemy of the system. That's why I must be getting attacked. But if that's the case, we then have to wonder, did the Matrix force you to apologize? Did it force you to hand back 1.3 million? I just think comments like this go so far to undercut his apology, because it's very clear that instead of actually like caring about the victims, he feels like he's a victim. I mean, he's saying like, oh, pray you never become its target.
Here's Andrew Tate.